Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next episode here. This is Let's Talk Football here for the 5th of January 2023, and this is episode number 17. As today, I'm here with Brian and Martin.
Yep. Hey everyone. Even though we're gonna do the usual, but then this is gonna be a really serious thing that needs to be discussed this week about that right corner we're gonna be talking about.
Tomorrow,
Yes.
and we also have uh, Chester.
How you doing, everybody?
doing our, doing okay here, and we also have Count Victor.
What a great start of 2023. How wonderful is that? Thanks a lot, assholes.
Well,
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah, this is how we start
let's
2023
get
like this. Ridiculous. Not off to a good start. That's all
well
I'm
let's
going to
get
say.
No, not at all.
let's get to the let's get
Elephant in the
to
room.
yeah let's get
My God.
Uh-oh. What happened with your... Uh-oh. Yeah, I can't hear you.
Yeah, David.
Nope.
uh,
Oh, now I can hear you.
Brandon, you start.
On which one you want me to do, David?
Like, tell everybody what happened Monday night.
Oh yes, that's right. I should have known. But yeah, Monday Night Football. My word.
It should have
In
been
the
a great game, but and then that happened.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It was between the Bills and the Bengals. It was in that first quarter where that person, where it's on the right hand corner as you're praying for one person is Damar Hamlin. He made
Safety
that.
of the Bills, in case for
Yep.
first-time viewers.
Yes, that is right. Mm-hmm. Basically put, it was when I did a live reaction. It was like I look at that. He made like a tackle, and then he got up, and then after that, started to collapse on the field. And I was like, "Oh my gosh,
Like,
that did not look good."
literally, me, David, and Ibar were doing the Popcorn Panel Live, episode 2, right as this happened. I had Monday Night Football on, just in case, because I wanted to watch the game and see what was going on while I was doing the show and everything like that. Everything was going fine for like the first, 30 minutes or so. And then I saw that happen live, and it completely shattered the tone of the rest of the whole live stream. I'm not kidding. Like, I was just like, I was shocked.
Oh yeah, my
I
goodness.
For me, of course, I was backstage doing that.
Yeah, because he produces our show. Because it was just me and Ibarra that night. Jeremy and William were not there at the time. And honestly, if looking back, thank God, honestly, because it would have made everything even worse, arguably, for them to see,
So basically, what happened?
that.
So basically, what happened was I was, doing my VR, headset. I got for Christmas, and I was playing it. I
MetaQuest
had
2, everybody get that. It's good shit.
yes, I had. But Spectre has the same, so maybe more.
Yeah, I'll send you the invitation later on. I'll send you after.
Yeah. So basically, I had the game going on in the background when I was just testing it, because I didn't have the chance to do it at my grandparents' place because of the goddamn problems, it was having with the internet, which I usually works all the time at my house, so I guess I had to do that. So, it was around 8, I don't know, I would have been past
8:30, I want to say this
8:50.
happened.
No, it happened
Yeah.
8:55, remember?
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's
8:55.
right.
Right.
So,
Mm-hmm.
um, around, would have been past 8:50, you know, going towards the, 5 or 6 minutes of the first quarter. I was like, I'm gonna get my med because I usually have it around the night early 9 p.m. So I'm just gonna get this done with the meds. So I'm just gonna get it, you know, get my water and all that stuff, and then after I tell my that parents that I'm good with the med, I come back and I was just like, what, did I miss something? What did I miss? Like,
Mm-hmm.
this was like 1 bit after night. I was just, what did I miss? I literally had to ask Gary on
Yep.
Messenger what's going on because I know he's a Bills fan. I had to ask him. I would have asked Victor, but I didn't want to bother him. So I was just I had to
And
ask
it's
Gary
funny because I was actually
what's
talking about
going.
it on stream while he was gone, like when this happened.
Yeah. So I didn't want to bother him because I was they're watching the movie. I didn't want to bother anything. So um I had to ask Gary about it, and he said like, long story short, collapse in the field. I was just like, I literally watching the TV. I had nothing to say because it was one of the most scariest scariest things I have ever seen in my
Look,
life.
I've seen injuries a lot in the NFL. I thought at first it was going to be one of those typical injuries, right? Like he would get better and get
Yeah.
up and blah 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 yada yada yada. But when he was still on the ground, that's when I knew something was wrong.
Same with the players going onto the field with the ambulance,
That's when I felt something was wrong.
seeing them crying,
Oh, I've never seen that
and
kind of like this is probably the biggest injury in the NFL's history. I don't think I've seen a bigger injury any compared to this.
national broadcast.
And it was on
Yes,
ABC too, so practically everybody was seeing it.
Yeah.
yeah, because this was on ESPN too.
And on
Because of
ESPN, ESPN2, and then ABC. They also because of course it was like a football game. It was like the Rose Bowl on the ESPN. But I think by the time that ended, they cut back to here to regular ESPN to the injury. So it's like everybody on TV is seeing it, even the major networks like ABC.
Oh yeah.
yeah, um, because this was supposed to be a big game. Bills, Bengals, and
It was supposed to be like a fun, entertaining type game. It was supposed to be like, like the first big game in a while. At least I felt.
Yeah.
yeah, especially for ESPN. And I thought 10 years ago. Well, actually, I wouldn't say I thought, but the other thing I thought was seeing something scary on TV was the Boston bombing 10 years
Was that
ago.
10 years ago? Oh my God. I feel
Yeah.
old.
My word. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I didn't watch it. I was just like, when I got home, I saw it on TV. I was just like, I honestly don't remember 10 years ago, but I thought that was I that was scary, especially for my home city.
Oh yeah,
And
I saw the TV too. Like I think I had like some type of like ear infection or whatever at the time. So I was laying down on the couch watching TV or whatever, and then I saw that. I was just
then now today, uh, I mean this past Monday,
mhm.
like that's probably the scariest thing I've ever seen on TV because I did not want to see someone die. I mean, it was he brought back to life, but and he is communicating right now
Yes, he
through
that's the good
people.
news. But still,
Yes.
the
He
trauma
is
is still there.
he is
Yeah.
Yeah.
as far as I know, he is sick, getting hands, or like holding hands. I mean, and um, like he still has to breathe on his own. Um, and and you know that me seeing that on TV, just seeing how everything just played out. Like I just I didn't know like it was it was just something I'll never forget. It was something I'll never ever forget seeing
Yeah.
Like,
because
I mean, Jerry Lawler called it, and he suffered the same thing. Remember,
Oh yeah.
Brandon? That's what I was gonna equate it to. The scariest thing was when Jerry Lawler took those elbow drops from Dolph Ziggler to the chest, and then he, you know, collapses on live on air. They didn't show
Mhm.
it, but
Yeah.
and it
that's true.
also reminded what
Go ahead, Victor. Go
that
ahead.
also reminded me. Obviously, a lot of people are comparing this to the Owen Hart incident. Honestly, I can't blame them because literally this felt similar to me.
Oh yeah.
But
Chester,
the good
I'm
thing
sorry.
about it is that the players were actually like, "Fuck off, Goodell. We're not fucking playing." Instead, like because they were not going to be treated like fucking Vince McMahon, all that shit. Because they were actually like, "Fuck this. We're not playing." And Goodell wanted them to. They wanted them to play. Remember, they gave him 5 minutes to warm up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But they were like, "Fuck you. We're not playing," and they
that
walked
was too
off. And
traumatic.
good for them.
They
That
walked
was
on
too
their own.
traumatic. Yeah.
Like Goodell didn't even call the postponement until an hour after it happened. Like seriously, this goes to show the NFL's true colors. It really does show their fucking true colors. Yeah, I know. Like literally, come on. If you saw that type of injury, you know you have to cut that shit off. You really need to
Mhm.
postpone it. But no, we took a
Yeah.
fucking hour because all you care about is your fucking advertising dollars.
Oh my. Yeah. That is like. Oh my
Well,
gosh.
for me personally, it's the fans at the stadium. The public address announcer, I mean, I get it. I get it. He probably didn't know what was going on. But at the same
I'm not
time,
gonna blame the public address announcer or anything. Like, I'm not gonna blame that guy. I'm
yeah,
gonna blame this on fucking Goodell because he should have known better. Honestly,
Yeah, it was
I'm not gonna
he should have
blame
known better.
the public address announcer because with
No, I'm not either.
today's technology, people is everywhere on social media. People will know like if there's like anything going on like of what just happened, and they already actually saw it on the field. I don't blame them one bit after seeing that. Just went home right away. After all the players on the field just were praying together,
Oh
were
yes, they were
actually
praying
praying.
together on the field. I forgot to mention that.
Yep.
They were actually like praying like that we have never really seen in sport. And the stadium
I'll
was
get to
too.
Skip Bayless in a moment. I'm just gonna let you
No,
talk first. I'll get to him in a fucking moment.
Oh my
save
god. That
save
guy.
that for the end.
Okay,
But
okay, I'll save
You
that for
know
the
what?
end. All right.
That's fitting. I will say.
um, because in the how today's world is, I'm not gonna put anything about the public suggestion. Even though
No, I'm not either. It's
I
not
didn't
it's
like
not their fault. It's not their fault what happened. It's
I
not.
didn't I didn't like how it's handled it because we're certain fans out there, but I get it with today's world is of technology and everybody just telling each other. I I honestly don't care, but no, I just didn't like how it's handled because one of the few were at the stadium. So
I just hated how Goodell handled this whole situation. It was a fucking PR nightmare then, and it's a PR nightmare now. They're fucked, quite frankly.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm sure, and it was some, live.
As
It
it
was the only
happened,
game. It was
too.
the only game going on the day or night.
Yeah, it was
It
the
was
only
the
one,
only
because Monday
game
Night
on.
Football is usually by itself. Usually it's just one by itself.
And
Yep.
honestly, I feel bad for Joe Buck. He, they,
And
they,
Troy
they,
Aikman.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
he and him too. Both ESPN announcers.
But
Even
I
Joe
gotta
Buck
say,
said,
them, Scott Van Pelt, Ryan Clark, I think it's his name. They handled the situation the best they could. I gotta
yeah,
hand it to ESPN. They did a good job. They did a great job addressing this. And unlike fucking NFL Network, which didn't do shit when this happened.
Yep.
for that.
And then
Oh
Um,
yeah, you're covering your own asses, NFL.
um,
blaming Ty, what's his name? Ty Higgins for, you know,
Oh,
saying that.
I feel bad for him. I
I
feel
Oh
bad for
yeah.
him.
I checked the NFL Network to see if they had anything, but no, they said
Nope.
like a documentary.
They did not.
They didn't. They showed a fucking rerun of a game or a documentary. They didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Not surprised.
Every other outlet but them was talking about it.
And
But at least in terms of how they handled the ESPN for the past 48 hours, they handled the situation incredibly well. I gotta hand it to everybody at ESPN. They did a phenomenal job handling
Yeah.
the situation.
and
Except for that one
um
guy on ESPN, but I'll save for that to the end, with the fucking tweet. I'll save that for the end. That guy, he can go fuck himself, though.
and even Joe Buck said he didn't remember anything he said. It was all blur.
Yeah.
And also, I got like that was a very spooky, just chill, chilling, uh, chilling, um, and just moment. And
You could
we
hear the
still,
audience. You could hear a pin drop. That's how quiet that audience was. They were they were stunned. They were speechless.
and we don't know what football is gonna do this week. We should be definitely hear something by Saturday or at least Friday because
No, tomorrow. Tomorrow's the
or tomorrow.
deadline.
Yeah.
They need to push
I
it
said
back
Friday.
indefinitely. That's what
I,
if I was in charge of the NFL, they need to push it back indefinitely.
Yep.
I
Delay the
said
Super Bowl. Delay the Super Bowl. You could get your fucking advertising dollars later on because this is more important.
just to
Yep.
clarify. I said Friday.
Oh, okay.
It's all good.
But I'm it's there's something about this. I just you know for you know sorry guys, just don't know what I'm just trying to say. Um okay. The Mars, the mom had to be there for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I don't know what I can't remember the other relatives, but from his mom to see that, um,
Live
very
in the audience, it's just
it, and and just everybody like the world stopped that night. Everybody was thinking about tomorrow,
Yeah.
and um, the one thing that I'm very proud of, like from the bottom of my heart, is that America still has respect.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Still
and
has respect.
unity as well, because all those fans that were at the thing showed up to the hospital with signs and candlelight vigils. So there's still faith in
Yes, thank you for
humanity.
mentioning that.
Yeah.
What else you want to say, Chester?
Well, there
What
was
else
a
you want to
hockey
say?
player that took a shot to the chest, and he had the same thing happen to him.
Mhm.
He survived it.
Um, and this, America has some respect, a lot of respect for this guy, and America is still here
Not
with
just America, but the whole world, really.
Yeah.
the whole world. Is still here with us. You know, never, you know, you know, we never have seen this kind of respect in a long time. I mean, uh, I don't remember like last year, like during a soccer game, like they always sing that the national anthem. That's another thing of respect. But this right here, it was, uh, it was just unbelievable, and also that people actually realized there are more good people and also super people with the doctors and ambulance. They actually realize like these are actual people. These are actual human beings that actually help each other and also save lives. And also, if you look at that GoFundMe toy drive,
What is
that
it
pretty
at
much
now? Like
explains it all.
5 mil, like two point
7
five
million.
million
7
now.
million.
Oh,
7 million.
7 million. Wow.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that toy drive that raised nearly 4 million at the time.
Seven
Now,
now, according to him.
7
wow,
million.
that's good. That's a good thing.
7 million that he started like in 2020 to get back to those like that don't have toys for kids and all that. And um it's just I am. And what's unbelievable about this,
What?
like
Oh,
today Damar is communicating through paper, asking, did we win the game? We never thought he would say something like that on Tuesday. And
no.
today we found out that he actually said that through paper communication, did we win the game? And he's making remarkable progress. Like this is a miracle that is something unbelievable that we can ever imagine happening.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and uh, I'm just so thankful for the doctors over there at Cincinnati. Cincinnati is a great sports town. People forget. I know. Um, no, it hasn't been that big in recent years with um, the teams, a big, championship, but I have all respect for that city of Cincinnati. They truly deserve more love. Um,
Yeah,
and
I think so too.
shout out to my friend, Kevin Henry over there. Um, and I believe I know someone else from MPG, Cincinnati as well. Uh, I have to look back at the name I think, but um, uh, just shout out to those people over there at Cincinnati, like um, and especially thank you to the doctors who literally saved this person's life. That's been out of this world for like 2 days, and has brought back to this scene this remarkable progress is a story that you'll never forget. We were supposed to play a big game on Monday night.
Hmm.
God had other plans.
Yeah.
Um, and that was literally day two of 2023.
Yep. Set the tone right
Um,
off the bat. Yeah, I ain't got no hope for this rest of the year. Sorry.
hey, Victor, let me just tell you here honestly. At least there's respect in this world. For
Yeah.
the,
Yeah, I agree with that, but as we'll soon see, not everybody was respectful.
oh, don't get me wrong. There's some people out there that you know
Sorry.
they just want attention. Um, but just be thankful that there's actual white people that are united with us, and
Yeah.
um, like I know this was a rough start to this year, but going forward into 2023, all we could do is just basically have that respect, and if we do that, this year is going to be all right, especially after what happened this week. This week, it's all about tomorrow because of what we of what he went through. We are supposed to have respect for him. We can't let any of our problems get to us. We can't do anything like that. Like just going forward, to forget about the past years. Forget about giving up hope for this year. Just think about the people and the respect, and just you know, just do that for him. That's my best honest response to you, Victor, and
And
everybody
hope
here.
that he
All
and
right.
hope
Sorry. I got. Sorry. I had to take care of something. What were you saying?
You can look back at the replay. But
Okay.
just go on.
I mean just and another thing, hopefully that he continues to make progress.
Oh yes,
And there,
absolutely.
and I heard like they said, oh, like never asked a question, said there's like a door open for him to play, football. But honestly,
Honestly, I think he should
that's
just retire. I'm gonna be realistic with you.
Chris
After
Pronger
that kind of injury,
Chris Pronger came back after that shot to the chest, and he's a Hall of Famer. But you have to factor in the possible brain damage, possible heart damage from that. We don't know how he's gonna. So that's what they're
honestly,
gonna have to look after.
I really hope like Demar has a very take time all he needs. Just for his health matters right now. Then we can talk about football
hmm
discussions for the future. When
hmm
that hopefully he comes through 100%. Um, because football is not in our minds right now.
secondary.
Like this weekend. I mean, sports is not my number one priority right now. I'm gonna be focusing on my projects because just to get it off my mind. Um, I'll watch like if basketball is on or hockey's on. I'll watch that if I'm exploring projects, but that's will be like the only reason, or some. But no, just right now, like the focus is on me, just to
Like literally, I actually
because
had
it's
kind
always
of
the case.
a bit of those questions too when this happened. Like, should I continue watching football or just fucking forget about sports and go back to my main focus, which is
Victor,
films, really?
no, you said like this is your first year. Just how watch how they handle this first, okay?
Yeah.
Because that's
Yeah,
only the main question here. How is the NFL going to handle this? Are they gonna maybe not have the Bills or Bengals
I
play
hope they
this
treat
week.
this better because if I'm gonna continue, they have to treat this. Goodell and everybody at the NFL needs to treat this with freaking
Even
respect.
they could even make that game a tie. I don't know what you guys think about that. Just make that game a tie, and just work on some other schedule. Like just make that game a tie. Like, what do you think?
I
What
don't
do
know
you
if they
think,
should
guys? So
keep
that
anything.
What? Sorry. I got rudely interrupted again. What happened?
I said, do you think like that Bills Bengals game should that just be ended up in a tie and just not play that game because of how
They should just get rid of the
devastating that
game.
was,
I'm gonna be honest. They should just get rid of the game.
and just make it a tie?
Yeah.
Whatever the case is, or just delete it from the record entirely. I don't even know.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, this was supposed to be a really good game,
Yeah, it
advertised,
was.
but then
Because in an alternate reality, maybe this was a good game, but we're never gonna know.
yeah, now I mean,
hmm I mean, Chester. I mean, you're a veteran of phone with the sport. What do you think of what they should do with the scheduling?
I think. I mean, honestly, I mean, just make like week 18 doesn't exist and just go back to
Yeah, go
temporarily.
back to week 17. Just week
yeah,
17 is the finale. Just
yeah,
like week 18. I think was just like it started with this season. That whole idea of week 18 was it starting with this season or was it last year too?
This season.
Yeah, get the fuck rid of it. Just make it 17 weeks, just like it usually is.
yep,
Yeah.
They could obviously do that if they want to.
Take a break and then go to the playoffs. That's just what I think they should do.
oh yeah, they
And they need
should,
to delay the Super Bowl without a question. If it needs to be delayed to March, do it.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
Um, honestly, no. All I hope is or what I think they should do is just they'll play all this weekend. If they want to play next weekend, I don't mind that at all. But at least take this weekend off.
Take this weekend
Cause
off. I mean, honestly, if I had a choice, 2 weeks off. If I had a choice, but at least a week
that'll
off.
be that'll be a little bit too. That'll be a little bit too far for like the networks and all that, which kind of stinks.
Like I
But
said, I think they're gonna have no choice but to delay the Super Bowl. Honestly, who cares about football at this point? This is more important. These people have trauma. They need as much help as they can get before they can get back on the field, if they even want to get back on the field.
yeah, um, and Demar is our number one focus on here. I mean, I'm still like very worried for him, but with the remarkable
It's
progress
a little
and
bit hopeful now. I think it's a little bit more hopeful now.
let me just say I am better than Tuesday. I mean, yes, I'll just say this right here. Hey, Rafael Devers, Red Sox, 11 years, but that mean that's I guess maybe a little bit better as well, but just about the more remarkable like that's just made like this past 2 days here just made me more hopeful for this year to come, at least for all of us. Um, because Demar. We need Demar. We cannot lose him. I really did not watch him pass away on team. I really did not want that because that will haunt me. But to
It's
see
looking
him make
it's looking better, so luckily, I think it's looking better. I think he's going to be ultimately okay.
Hmm.
all we have to do is pray for him. It's a
Yeah.
powerful thing. I will go to
I'm not a
church.
particularly religious person, but let me tell you something. I did do a little prayer for him on Monday, and I'm not particularly religious either. That's
I
how
don't
that's how crazy this whole situation was.
I don't go to church because scheduling things, but which I'm which is personal, but I do um believe in God 100%. I really do. and plus with my health issues, he has helped me. You know, in the same with the doctors. My home city of Boston with the surgeries I have. I'm still here today, and um, this event has opened my eye that I don't know if I even can play in the major league sports because
Honest, I mean, if I were playing Legion Sports, honestly, it would be kind of a scary thing. So, I mean, it was never really my focus. I never, it was not really an intention of mine to go into a sport. With that, it just really shows you the dark side of sports
no
in a
no no
way.
no not not go to a sport game. I meant like actually playing in a major league sport.
Yeah, yeah, I
That's
get
what
what
I'm
you're
trying to
saying. I
say.
get what you're saying, but I'm just twisting it to,
Yeah,
if I ever competed in a sport
yeah.
like that in a major league, because that kind of stuff happens.
Yeah, because in hockey you have to worry about getting hit in
Oh,
the head,
hockey is one of the worst
yeah,
Oh
getting
man,
in terms
punched,
of injuries.
and then baseball you have to worry about
now I
getting
thought
hit in the head with a
Yep.
baseball.
With the baseball, that shit's
Yeah,
like tough material.
Yeah,
I think Brian Johnson. He used to play with the Red Sox. I think do you know about this, Chester? Of what he
Brian
had to
Johnson.
went through. Um, like Brian Johnson, like yeah, with the Red Sox, like he actually like came back to the mound after like being worried of getting hit because he almost got hit, and he was just so worried. And then one he came back and threw a complete game shutout. Um, and there's another thing that happened back in the 1967 Red Sox team. Tony Coniaglio, like he got hit in the face.
Yeah.
Don't forget Bryce Harper was another,
Oh
and
yeah, Bryce Harper, yes.
and then Villar,
Last
what's
year
his
with
name? Jonathan Villar got hit too.
who?
Jonathan Villar, I think he played for Mets, New York.
Oh, um, Pete Alonso.
Yeah,
I think it was Pete Alonso. Oh wait, no, it was Kevin Millar. It was Kevin Millar. Kevin Millar. I think that was 2021, and then in
damn, man.
2022
And
and
then the
2024.
umpires had to worry about getting cracked in the head with a bat too, or though the catchers. I
Yeah,
remember seeing some incidents.
yeah. 2021 was Kevin Millar, and 2022 was Bryce Harper hit in the
Oh,
face, and it's honestly unbelievable that he came back in the World Series. That's honestly unbelievable. Like you know, I mean, I've seen Bryce Harper. Like that was that was 2022, right? Bryce Harper, or was it 2021 because he won the MVP? I remember after getting hit, or was that? I
I
don't
remember
know.
it's been a while. But,
I don't know.
uh,
Bryce Harper is another human being, I guess. Um, but I but because I know he got hit by Blake Snell, and not that. Um, but that's for a different topic. But this really opened my eye that I don't know if I could play in a major league sport game with how dangerous anything can happen at any time.
yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
it really caught my eye on that. I mean, do I want to win? Or was do I want to play for the Red Sox and play DH? Yes, but at the same time, like they're like Bryce Harper getting hit in the face, in the, and just anything can happen with that 1 mile per hour basketball.
Yep.
I, I don't want to face I don't want to face Chow. Aikman. Um, and just this past Monday night just actually opened my eye that I don't know with my health issues. I don't know if I want to be part of that type of situation. Any sport, and championship in any type of sport, but possibly it'll have to be in another way than actually playing. Plus, it takes a very hard time. It's not easy as it looks, folks.
Yeah, it ain't. I thought about playing football when I was younger, and then it took a concussion and a headshot
Oof.
uh,
See,
to change my
mm,
perspective. Because when you get hit like that, it's doesn't feel good.
it, what this happened this past Monday night just brought you back memories.
Yeah,
And honestly, changing your perspective. That's honestly this past Monday night on ESPN2, seeing that. That's honestly opened my eye about that as well. Um, I mean, I hope to have some sports career. I mean, yes, broadcasting and all that, but it'd be very difficult because, or at least, I want to win a championship in some way in the major league sport. That's all. If that if there's one goal in life, that would be it. Just to hopefully get that, just get my own championship. Um, but it's just that rate opened my eye. Um, and
It also raises this question. The
yeah,
NFL needs to do more about their injuries. They really do.
I honestly think they're already prepared for this. I mean, yeah, I think there's an ambulance in every NFL stadium.
yeah. Not to
From
mention
what
they
I've
got to
heard.
Demar like that at a snap of a finger. They got to him quickly. They
Yeah.
didn't. They didn't take their time
Here,
like they did with.
let me try to find the. I don't, I'm gonna have to find the time lapse of everything that happened. I gotta find it. Um, because it happened like all so quickly. Um,
Yes.
and I believe they had to pound the chest for 9 minutes.
Yeah, they had to
Um,
put CPR for him on. Yeah, that's something we haven't even gone into. CPR for 10 minutes. That's when I knew something was wrong.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, and 2 minutes it was just absolutely scary, and our lip chat was just keep on talking about it that night, and I
Yeah,
was
both the chats I'm in were literally just talking about. Look, I think I was the first one to bring it up in my particular forum, but like seriously, everybody's talking about it. Like even the folks who aren't into sports all that much, they're talking about it.
yeah, absolutely. Um, I'm just trying to find a post about
Uh,
um uh while I find that I just want to give uh the guy's three thoughts as I start with Brendan as I try to find this. I want to hear it. I want to have each of you three a chance to talk here. So, Brandon, go ahead.
Oh God, any thoughts? Oh man. Well, I mean, oh gosh. I mean, it's really crazy though. I mean, I know there was like a time lapse. They did like again, as mentioned, it was like 10 plus minutes. With the CPR and all that, and it going again with those delays and all that. Going and I kind of feel bad for Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. Trying to
absolutely.
go through this and all that, taking the commercial breaks.
They were taking. You noticed that they took constant commercial breaks. Constant.
Yeah, they did. I was like, oh my gosh.
Every 30 seconds, they took commercial break.
And try to give a freaking update on that. I mean,
they tried to give an update, but I don't know if it was if it was ESPN. I doubt it was ESPN. I bet you it was NFL. Run fucking commercials over and over and over while we get the situation handled. And clearly, they did a fucking poor job. But that's not ESPN's fault. That's an NFL problem.
Yep, indeed it is.
Because later on, ESPN did do more extensive updates throughout the night.
Yeah. They freaking did. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, good gosh. As far as, for Goodell, clean your fucking shit.
Goodell, he's the fucking problem. He's the fucking problem.
Yep.
Like, literally, how he handled the situation was beyond poor.
Yeah, he was.
It was utter, and they were like, oh, we just made a quick statement. Oh, thoughts and prayers and all that, but we'll update you about any game. Honestly, they should have gone more than that. You just did the half-ass thing, like the things you have to do. You have to go extend that. Because after what happened, this is the biggest injury in NFL history.
Yeah, it is.
And yet it feels like they don't care about their players. It really does. It does only all they care about is their fucking money and their advertising dollars and all that other shit.
Yep. I wasn't surprised by me one bit.
And it doesn't fucking surprise me that the NFL acted like this because they've done this before.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that lasted.
You wonder why Goodell is always booed during the Super Bowl whenever he shows up. Everybody goes, boo, it's visibly heard. Audibly, not visibly. You hear it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're freaking, on another thing, with Goodell, and also another person, though, again, we'll talk about that last one, like, once we get to there in a moment. Another person, Leonardo Pagnatti. Yeah, that person.
I'm going to get to him. Trust me. I'll get to him and another motherfucker.
Yep. Victor, do that right now.
Okay, I'm going to start off with the Leonardo one because he's not as well known as the other one. But if I remember correctly, I don't have the tweet with me right now, but if I remember correctly, this is the pretty much kind of in a nutshell what he said. He said that he wanted the fucking game to continue after the injury. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You fucking cocksucker! After what happened? Go fuck yourself, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally, it's just pathetic. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if ESPN fucking fires him. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yep.
Like, that is the biggest fucking joke I've ever seen. And it really goes to show how this and the next tweet, I'm sure everybody, more people know about this, the next tweet that I'm about to discuss, but it really shows this and that other tweet, how Twitter is one of the worst fucking websites on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And it was not just because of Elon. Before anybody asked, it's because of Elon Musk. No, it was bad before Elon Musk took over.
Yep.
So don't give me that shit. Because Twitter was always a dumpster fire. Now, we have to talk about the elephant in the room. Motherfucking Skip Bayless.
Oh my goodness.
This cocksucker, that is one of the most insensitive tweets I think I've ever seen. And everybody sat all over him.
Yeah.
Like, he literally said, okay, he said he so-called cared about DeMar, but they were like, no, we can't reschedule because it's too late to the season. It's too much of a precious game. Go fuck yourself, man. Football is secondary compared to this situation. It really is. It's like, and everybody took it to town. Everybody wanted Undisputed canceled, or at least getting fired from Undisputed because of this. And actually, because of this tweet, guess what? I used to watch Undisputed. Not anymore. It looks like I have to fucking switch to First Take now. Like, literally, it's the most insensitive to the point where there was already tension between him and Shannon Sharp on Undisputed because of the whole Tom Brady situation. But with this situation, it made it even worse. If you saw yesterday's first off, Shannon wasn't even there on Monday, so he had to skip it and do an entire show by himself. Gee, I wonder why. And then on Tuesday, Tuesday, right? Or was it Wednesday? No, Wednesday, excuse me, yesterday. But Shannon did come back, but then first Skip wanted to fucking interrupt him while he was doing a monologue, and pretty much Shannon was pissed off at him. He wanted to take the fucking tweet down, but no, he never did. Like, literally, and it caused so much tension to the point where I think Shannon's gonna leave Undisputed, or the show's gonna get fucking canceled. But Fox Sports, all they want is fucking viewership. Who gives a fuck? ESPN is kicking your ass in the ratings.
Yep.
Like, literally, FS1, the only thing they have that's somewhat successful is Undisputed. Otherwise, who fucking watches that channel? Nobody. Like, seriously. It's just one of the most baffling tweets, and it really shows how disgusting. Because Skip Bayless has pulled this shit several times. This is not his first time, folks. He's pulled stupid shit several times. Like, literally, for example, with the whole Tom Brady situation, insulting Shannon right in front of his face to defend Tom Brady. His co-host on the show, he had to insult him to defend Tom Brady. That shows you his true colors. Any other thoughts about that? I know David has some fucking thoughts about Skip Bayless.
All I can say is he is a disgusting human being.
He is a fucking clown. He's a clown. He's going to be on my clown list this year. He's already a contender. Brandon, your thoughts?
Again, as David said, disgusting human being. And also another thing, he tried to apologize for that.
Oh yeah, too last minute, shitter. You should have apologized right when the fucking tweet was published.
Yeah, those things are just too little, too late for that shit. And with
trying to defend himself too.
Apologizing.
He did not even apologize once. Not even on Undisputed he apologized.
Nope.
He pretty much defended the fucking tweet.
Yep.
Yeah, he didn't apologize on his
Yeah,
show.
Undisputed Reigns are gonna go fucking down. They're gonna go down. I hope Shannon finds another. Maybe he could be on First Take. I don't fucking know. Maybe you imagine that Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp in the same show. That could be incredible.
Oh yes.
But seriously,
I think Skip didn't apologize on the show.
no, he did not.
So
he stands by that tweet, as he said to Shannon Sharp.
Yeah,
I stand by that tweet.
Yeah, he was like that, and another thing that he was.
Him.
Yeah, he interrupted his monologue
Yeah.
to the point where he had enough, and he cut himself off, and they moved to the next topic.
Disrespectful.
Yep.
Absolutely disrespectful. Like, oh my god, like you can't make this shit up. Honestly, it's just ridiculous.
Yep.
Marcellus Wiley
And-
breaking
oh.
it down too.
Oh, before any of that, I know I was writing about Skip Bayless, go fuck himself, but another thing that I fucking hated, I cannot believe I have to sort of bring this up on the fucking show. I wish I didn't have to bring this up. I wish I didn't, but I have to in order to prove my point. Whoever did those fucking tweets about him getting a vaccine and that's how he got injured, a bunch of fucking right-wing anti-vaxxers about it, shut the fuck up. This has nothing to do with fucking politics, bitch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, ouchie or whatever the fuck they call it. Sorry for my
fuck.
language.
Seriously, literally, this is just Literally, this situation has nothing to do with politics. They just wanted to shove their agenda to pretty much bash him, and he had Elon Musk is showing the truth because he got fucking vaccinated. Give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
God, and you wonder why I'm so apolitical. I wish I didn't have to bring this up on the show because I fucking hate politics. I hate the right and I hate the left. But you know what? I have to bring it up because of how stupid this thing is. It's
I agree
stupid.
with
It's
Vic.
one of the stupidest things. Go ahead.
No, I said I agree with you, Victor. I used to be political, but now I don't like both sides.
It's just ridiculous. What does this have to do with anything? He just got injured on the field. What does it have to do with a vaccine? You don't have your proof.
Mm-hmm.
It's just literally shoving an agenda down your throat. It's just, come on, do better. Why can't we just? I mean, there's a lot of people who were praying for DeMar and all that other stuff, but almost everybody was, and I get that. But with these people, what they did, it's fucking despicable. Just the time they did it right after the injury happened. Absolutely, just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
All right, I found the time lapse, but I want Treasure's time to talk now.
Well, I just think I just think the way they handled it was bad. Like, Brandon, did they even did they move away from the players? Like, remember when Owen Hart died, they moved away from the ring? The cameras moved away from the ring? Or did they continue?
I don't think
I
I
don't know.
don't
I don't
think
watch
they
wrestling.
moved away from it.
No, not at all.
I don't think they moved away. I don't think they did.
Yeah,
Because I
children
remember
don't
when
watch.
they got him off the field, they were still focusing on the players. They catch, they caught the cameras caught them like crying and praying and all that stuff, and they caught when they left too. They caught them when they left.
Bob, the
Yep.
Bills are having this conference right now. I'll watch it there. But continue, Chester.
Yeah, what about the kids, like the kids that like watching football? I mean, they
Oh,
had
But
to
they're
yeah.
gonna be
Like, this is
traumatized.
like
They're gonna be traumatized.
families all over America like come to their relative's house like to hang out and watch football. Like that's what they do. Like
It's
on
the
weekends.
American pastime, not baseball. I think football is more of an American pastime than baseball. But that's just my personal thoughts because a lot of people watch football.
I mean, it's a tradition for them to go to their relatives and watch football.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yes, Thanksgiving and the Super Bowl every February. And
And it's just a shame that all this is happening, at the beginning of the new year. You have to
No,
we have to watch a
is.
player. The one thing that I'm pissed
And
off about is
was
Bart Scott is another one that she should be pissed off at because he was blaming Ty Higgins
give me a break.
for that. He's basically saying that he did it on purpose. And I was like,
Did it on? How could he do it on purpose? What sense does that make?
It doesn't.
it's a freak accident. I mean,
yeah,
you have to certain
like
time when your heart beats and you have to hit it.
plus wasn't there like maybe like some health concerns before the game with tomorrow or something? I don't know. But it's not his fault. Like who? What would like he does that to every single player for goodness sakes. That's how you play the game.
The game's
If you get
physical
hurt,
and I mean, sure there's still helmet to helmet contacts, which I think should like when that happens, players should automatically be fined for that. But you can't. What happened was a freak accident. Same thing with
yeah.
Chris Prong. He took a a shot to the chest from a hockey puck, I think, or it was a hockey stick. Same thing happened to him. You know. It happens.
Like literally, like with the tweets and all that, and then how Goodell handled it, it's just ridiculous in terms of how they're handling this. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
Also, before I read the time ups here, you gotta give credit to both coaches, both
Yes,
Bills and
yes, they were the
Cincinnati. They
ones who
showed their
decided to
leadership.
get the fuck. They decided they were the one that the coaches were the ones who wanted to get the fuck out. They. I mean, the players felt that as well, but the coaches were like, so you saw with them with the what you call it, the umpire, the referee, not the umpire. Excuse me, I'm baseball analysis. I'm sorry, but the referee talking to him, and they were like, fuck this shit. We're not gonna play.
Gotta give them a whole bunch of credit. Whole bunch of credit. Um, as far as I know, the Bills are doing this conference now, but like I said, I'll check that out later. But right now, we'll check out the time lapse here. 8:55 p.m. Hamilton collide with Bengals wide receiver T. Higgins while making a tackle in for the first quarter. I feel so bad for Higgins, man.
Yes, I do too.
9:14 p.m. Medical professors immediately rushed to the field to tend to Hamilton, administering CPR for approximately 10 minutes while an ambulance was on the field. His heartbeat was restored on the field. 9:16 p.m. Bills players began to put their helmets on and took the place of the sidelines. Uh, Players received hugs and handshakes from their teammates. NFL MVP Troy Vincent said the league had no intention of restarting the game. Quote, it never crossed our mind to talk about warming up to play, Vincent said. That
That's bullshit.
that's
They told them to
ridiculous.
warm up to play.
That's
The league is kind of trying to cover their asses because clearly they wanted them to play.
that's insensitive. That's not a place you should ever be in. But I think one of the announcers on ESPN said like we're getting told that they were gonna. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. 9:18 p.m. The Bills Bengals game was temporarily suspended, which like we were all just suffering at that time. Um, just looking at that picture of them, all together. This is but anyway, 9:25 p.m. Hamilton was given oxygen as he was transferred to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center by ambulance. Emily's mother, who was in the stands watching the game, joined her son. Each member of the Bills dropped to one knee in prayer as ambulance pulled up the field. Um, 9:28 p.m. Players of the Bills Bengals slowly walked into their locker rooms for good runs for that. I mean, thank goodness they did that.
Yes, they showed the fucking league who's boss. They were like, "Fuck you, we're not gonna play," because literally after that, remember even the Bengals were suffering. They never saw anything like
Yeah,
this either. It's not just the Bills.
it's definitely not just the Bills. 10:05 p.m. The NFL issues a statement to postpone the Bills and Bengals game. Tonight's Buffalo Bills Cincinnati Bengals game has been postponed after
This
Buffalo
should just be
Bills
outright canceled. Honestly, this should just be outright
Damar
canceled.
Hamlin collapsed. The NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell announced 1:48 a.m. 1:48 a.m. Um, and of course, there's the picture of the candles and all that, which man. 1:48 a.m. for the testing at the hospital confirmed Hamilton suffered a cardiac arrest following the collision on the field. He remains in critical condition, according to an NFL statement. About 100 Bills fans and a few Bengals fans came together to a corner 1 block from the emergency room entrance, showed them holding candles. That's just that shows that fans care and people care.
Mm-hmm.
They had that's just um, and I feel super bad for them that they had to witness that and just they had to um just basically um just basically had to see that like game. I really feel bad for them. I wish I could do anything. 2:45 a.m. The Bills landed at Buffalo Negrea International Airport, where there was a heavy police presence. Police blocked off the road to allow the players to leave safety. A few players stayed behind with him, including Bills wide receiver Stephon Diggs. Much love
Yeah,
to
I
him.
remember the video of him going to the hospital.
Much love to him. He's a leader, a true person who expressed how much he needed to be there. Um, that was on the 3rd of January, and as uh 11:45 a.m., him and his family made a statement thanking everyone for all the love and support shown to Damar during this challenging time. The family said they will release updates as soon as we have them. 8 p.m. last night, Hamilton's uncle said his nephew remains uh, sustained in the ICU at the University of Cincinnati Medical Center. He added that Hamilton is on a ventilator but has improved from 100% oxygen needed 50% oxygen needed. Uh, um, also, um, Hamilton's uncle also revealed that Hamilton has to be resuscitated twice, once on the field and once at the hospital, which is crazy.
Mm,
Yesterday, January 4th, 10:27 a.m., him and his friend, Jordan Rooney, said that doctors saw positive signs of progress from the overnight testing. 1:30 p.m. Bills reports that Hamilton remains in the ICU in critical condition with signs of improvement noted yesterday overnight. He will continue to be monitored and treated as needed. 10:28 a.m. today, Bills reported that Hamilton has made remarkable improvement in the last 24 hours and appears to be making steady progress. Um, for instance, at the um, University of Cincinnati Medical Center said that Hamilton is seeming neurologically intact while his lungs continue to heal. And then 1:39 p.m. just today, um, and first of all, before I read this good thing, we did this so today than yesterday because we got to read this beautiful news here. But um, but the main point is we had to move the show here today because um, Brian wasn't available, so we had to do it today. So I mean, thinking this, we had to change it um to break this beautiful news to you all. Dr. Timothy Prince of USC Health said Himmel has made substantial improvement and his neurological condition and function is intact. Um, the Vatican said that Hamlin's progress is a positive turning point in his ongoing care and added that Hamlin has held many people's hands. Upon walking up, Hamlin asked who won Monday Night Football Showdown and has been communicating via right, which is unbelievable and something we all needed to hear. And that there is hope for all of us and for himself. Um, so, and feel free to check out that press conference from the medical center on YouTube. It's out there, and feel free to check out the Bills conference today as it is right now, where, 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 wherever you find it. Um, and that was the recap of the past 4 days with Lamar here. Um, and be on the lookout for um any new information of what's going to happen with um the games, because that's something
Yes.
we all need to very seriously need to look into here. Um, and hopefully they make the right decision here. I mean,
If
here's the thing,
not, you're gonna
Victor.
see another rant from me next week. Trust me, because literally, if anyone's gonna criticize Goodell, it's gonna be me.
Here's the thing, Victor. If the Bills are comfortable to play, like whenever, what time?
Yes, yeah, I get it. Like with the if the Bills are comfortable, but you know Goodell. Goodell is always
Yeah,
this fucking dictator.
I was just gonna ask you, like, if the Bills players are comfortable to play,
If they're comfortable,
what?
let them do it. But if they're
Yeah,
not, don't let them.
it's all about the
Mm-hmm.
players here. This time, folks.
Exactly. They've gone through a traumatizing thing. I think it's going to take them a little while. On if I had to predict anything, it's going to take them a while for them to fully recover from this. So they might not want to play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um.
That goes for all the other teams too. They might not want to play either this weekend.
True that.
Yeah.
And honestly, the Super Bowl is looking very far right now. Like that is not in the
It's
right
going to be pushed. It
situation.
has to. If they're going to make the right decision, they have to push it back.
It's looking very far right here, right now. Honestly, for the Super Bowl, the Super Bowl probably be already part of baseball. I don't know about base. Well, yeah, baseball spring training. It'll probably already be happening once the Super Bowl comes around. Which, let me actually look here at the original date for the Super Bowl. Super Bowl date. Um,
We'll see sometime in
February
February
12th. February
12th.
12th.
Yeah,
February
that's what
12th.
I thought. February 12th.
So who knows?
I would say it's going to get delayed, honestly.
And it's supposed to be in Arizona. So, um, uh, I mean, all we can do is pray that football makes the right decision, and also pray that Jamar is going to be with us
Hmm
100% through. And that we can see Jamar tells us our thank yous for the prayers that we've all been giving him for the past 4 days. I'm in a better mood than Tuesday, I could tell you that much. But at the same time, I'm still very worried and concerned. I'm still like having those emotions. I was thinking about doing a live stream on Twitch, I think on Tuesday, because I wanted to go live on Tuesdays for Twitch. Um, and
You were live Tuesday
I just
after
couldn't
the
do it. I just
fact
couldn't. What was that?
that you wanted to go live on Tuesdays on Twitch, but you couldn't. You didn't do it. You just didn't feel like it.
I couldn't be. I just couldn't. I just, I was just very. My mind wasn't in the right spot. It
In a
just
way, you
my
were kind of scarred by the events a little bit.
yeah. Um. So I just went to I just went to sleep until dinner. That's all I basically did. That's That's basically what I did. I got when I was thinking about going live on Twitch. I just couldn't do it. I thought about a what I was trying to do, say there. You know, I was thinking about it at school and just do it on Twitch, expressing myself. But I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it, and my mind wasn't in the right spot. So I just basically went to sleep until dinner. Um, and I really had trouble sleeping the night before.
Oh,
Um,
I don't blame you.
um, I mean, who wasn't that watched that or even heard about it? Like you, it was the most like the scariest thing I've ever seen, and just really impacted my life. Honestly, it really did. Um, and I'm sure it impacted everybody's lives too.
Hmm.
Um, and um, I just I just thinking this, I thought my camera for this one because but at the same time, um, I, I just really hope tomorrow will be okay because that's all we need right now. That's all we need. And that news this morning, something we all need. Um, Max talked about it on Get Up, which you could check them out. We could check Max on uh, his own morning radio show on ESPN 2, 6 to 10, and also on Get Up. I mean, there's
Max Kellerman,
so
right?
when I actually just got, huh?
Max Kellerman, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He has his own show.
And,
This just in. That's on 2 p.m. Eastern.
and I got home and I actually saw that he was talking about how like I just got home and I saw the TV that he said like Demar said then we win the game through paper. Um, let me let me actually check. Let me see what's actually at 2 p.m. Yep, it is at 2 p. It is at 2 p.m.
Yeah, that's what I thought because I watched ESPN yesterday trying to look for more information, and it came on at 2. So
Yeah. Um, and of course, first take is at 10 a.m. So I can't watch that, but
yes, I mean I can watch it,
YouTube.
but I'm just never up. But David,
David.
I think he's
David,
having audio issues again.
Oh,
we can
beautiful.
really hear you, David. You sound like you're in a soda can.
Uh-oh. Oh, here we go.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, this just everything about it is just absolutely insane.
It
Absolutely just
is.
insane. It's just I've never seen anything like it. Okay, now is he
How
good?
about now?
Okay, yeah, you sound
How about
good
now?
now.
Um, I was trying to say first take. Now you can watch, the main like segments on YouTube. Um, and I guess you can listen to the shows on the podcast app only if they can fix their audio issue with only one side, but that's different. Um, but I got all respect for first take and ESPN. Um, and by the way, you gotta give a lot of respect to Stephen A. Smith as well for
Yes,
always
Stephen.
trying his best.
Yes, that tweet. That's how you do it. The tweet. Shortly after Skip Bayless's horrible fucking tweet. That's how you do a statement like that. Take notes from Stephen A. Like Jesus Christ.
Yep.
See, I don't mind what he said about Skip as well.
Oh,
I used to
Ryan
study
Clark
sports.
from Sports Center with Scott Van Pelt. He did a terrific statement as well on that show that night when it happened.
So I think we're running out of time. I don't think we
This
can.
is the longest episode we've ever done, actually.
Yeah.
I don't think we can go over the schemes we have, which is really not necessary right now. If you
It
want to,
really is not necessary. Football
No.
is secondary,
if you
very
want,
secondary at this point.
if you
You
want
could
to,
just look it up on the internet. It's a quick
Yeah.
Google search.
or if you want to go check out the Four Horsemen pick games on A Personality, if you want to check that as well. They had a great show yesterday, Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Eastern on A Personality. Go check out their football show with Alex, Lucas, and Tim, and I don't know who else is the fourth person. I don't know if you know Brian, but that's all I know. But that's gonna be it for this episode here. I want to thank everybody for watching. Please pray. Just that
Yes.
it's very powerful here, and just please pray for Damar.
Or if you're not a particularly religious person, actually send your condolences to the family. That's another thing you could do as well.
Yes.
Just do whatever you can. And that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you all for watching. And we will all pray, and everybody, I guess, right now is rooting for the Bills right now. I think everybody wants them to win the Super Bowl this year. So
at this
I
point,
don't
they
care what
should.
my pick.
I don't. Yeah, at this point, they should. After what they've gone through, I feel like they should.
Even Cincinnati too, but mostly the Bills.
Yes, because they
And
need. Yes, because honestly, I mean, they've been my choice for a while, honestly. But this whole situation made me think in a different light and thinking, yeah, they deserve this. After everything they've gone through, they deserve the win.
And honestly, I don't care about what happens to the Patriots. Yes, I really want them to be in the postseason. That's all my goal is from them. But at the same time, I just really don't care at this point. I just really hope that everything will be okay. See you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe to the Democracy Network for great more content like this one.